Maria, when did you get your first period? At
I was
what
12.
age? You were 12 years old.
In school. Very
Yeah?
traumatizing.
All right, so you're just sitting there. Mm-hmm. Now, were you given a heads up, hey, this is going to happen eventually?
We kind of had a little bit. I kind of knew from some health classes and a little bit from my mom, but not like a whole bunch. I was like hoping I was gonna be like my cousin and like not get it till I was 16.
Oh.
So I was not anticipating.
So you were in 6th grade, I'm guessing?
I think it was 6th,
7th?
maybe 7th, 6th or 7th.
All right, so you're just sitting there in class. Do you remember what class?
I remember the teacher. She had super short hair. I was like in the second row, second from the front seat. I remember almost everything. I want to say it was social studies, and I was like, oh gosh,
Did it feel like you're peeing?
a little.
All right, and you can't control it.
No.
No, it just came out.
And I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Were you wearing white pants?
I don't remember what I was wearing.
Oh, I hope you were wearing white pants.
I doubt it. I don't think I owned white pants when I was young.
People wear white pants nowadays?
I
Yeah.
love wearing white
Yeah.
pants.
People wear white pants.
Yeah.
Every time I have my period, I wear white. So they're saying that Tennessee girls are having their periods earlier.
Gayla was 10, she just said.
Gayla.
10?
That's too early. She induced her period.
How do you induce your period?
I don't know. They induce births, right?
Yeah?
Yeah. So they induce periods. In Gayla's state, anyway.
Induce it, but that's like a muscle contraction is inducing birth.
I like her.
This
Yeah.
reporter?
She's
got really pretty eyes.
She's pretty based. I wasn't talking
Pretty
about her
based
looks.
and red-pilled.
Yeah. Yeah, she's I like her.
A new study finds menstrual periods are arriving earlier for younger generations.
They're
Cal Smith
arriving.
joins us now with some insight from a
I love how
doctor.
they talk about it like
Yes,
it's
this new
a
study
guest
says
in your
the first
house.
menstrual period.
Like a package.
right.
Are the
Yeah.
periods here yet?
Can I order that on Amazon?
Yeah.
Free shipping.
100%.
Alexa pops up. Periods arrived at front door.
Has been decreasing among younger generations in the U.S., especially those belonging to racial minorities and with lower socioeconomic statuses.
Oh my gosh,
The study
John
led by
Doe!
researchers at Harvard
great.
was
That's
just published in
disgusting.
a
That's a
medical
great
journal.
comment.
It is
It's
the latest
definitely not
publication
like
from an
these
Apple
flowers
Women's
that
Health
they
study.
put on the-
More than 71,000
slide.
participants enrolled.
Let me tell you what this is. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is the shot. This is absolutely the shot, allegedly. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say. But it's definitely the shot. If I go on that VAERS report, I should have pulled up that VAERS report. It's a vaccine reaction that doctors, would submit to. It's a site that you can see. And on it, it shows the deaths from a certain shot, the myocarditis from a certain shot, Bell's palsy from a certain shot, all this huge spike, and the amount of miscarriages from a certain shot, and the disruption of menstruation and menstrual flow from this shot. I don't know. I think it's either that and a combination of all the hormones that are put in these foods.
Hormones.
I was going to bring that up.
I was going to say
Yeah.
hormones. I don't know how many hormones are in the shots or whatever, but the whole reason why you have a period is your hormones.
Uh-huh.
So it's got to be related to hormones in one way or another. And there is a ton of hormones in all of our food. And it's not just little girls that are developing sooner, it's boys developing sooner. I remember
Right.
when I was in high school, we actually still looked like high schoolers. I'm going to like my son's races, and I'm like, these look like men running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's not right,
wild,
yeah.
like full-grown beards and stuff. And I was like, you guys are in high school. Like, it's insane how old people look now. And every year it gets worse.
Well,
every year.
Maria, do you know how to make a hormone?
I
You don't pay her.
was not going to walk into that
Okay.
one.
I just realized.
All right, back to the story.
To self-report this information. The study found
Yeah,
that
Chris is
as
pregnant.
birth year
That's a guy.
increased, meaning younger participants, the
Yeah, I'll
average
get on
age
that
of menarche
building and codes.
decreased. Menarche is defined as the first menstrual period in a female adolescent. Among participants born from 1950 to 1969, the average age of starting the period was 12.5 years. But for people born from 2000 to 2005, the average age was 11.9 years. I talked with Dr. Mary Romano with the Division of Adolescent Medicine and Young Adult Health at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. She points out that the study depends on people recalling information versus being followed by scientists over several years. But the information is still important because of the effects the period has on young women.
How you're treated when you look older than you are certainly plays into your behaviors. And we also know that girls tend to be negatively impacted by developing early from a self-esteem status, right? Because we also know that typically with periods comes redistribution of fat and probably a body type that starts to look different than your peers. The findings showed that childhood obesity could explain part of the trend towards periods starting earlier. Other possible factors include dietary patterns, psychological stress, and adverse childhood experiences. Researchers also noted that these trends were present among all socio-demographic groups, but were more pronounced among the participants who identified as Black, Hispanic, Asian, of mixed race as well, and those who rated themselves as belonging to a low socioeconomic status. Dr. Romano.
Yeah, cheap food.
That totally makes sense. Yeah.
If you're buying cheap food,
you're not eating as healthy. Your body is definitely not going to develop.
The food that we have today just shouldn't be consumed. It's just not natural for our bodies. But
there's this app I highly recommend that you guys get, and there's a free version for. It's called Yuku.
Yep.
Have you seen this app?
No.
Okay, so it's Yuka. I'm sorry, Yuka. And it's got a carrot logo, and you bring it to the store when you're in there, and you scan the barcode of whatever you're going to buy.
Yeah.
And it gives you the breakdown, and it makes it real easy. If it's good or bad, it rates it from 0 to 100.
Oh, there's another one that I've used. It's called Fujicate.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same
concept.
thing, right?
Yeah.
So I scanned ramen noodles.
Oh
Lord.
0.
Yeah.
0.
It
No,
got
that's
a
like
0.
That's one of the worst things to eat. Honestly, if it's in a box, you should probably not get it. If you really want to eat healthy, don't get anything in a box.
Right. It's
all the
amazing.
preservatives, all of that stuff.
No.
There's only very few things that I'll get if it's in a box, and
You also got to look out for like carbs too. Carbs is another big one. When it comes to,
Absolutely.
The
stuff like that.
sugars.
Yeah, the sugars. Yeah.
Decaf coffee is good for you.
Says genetics plays a role in racial disparities, but the
TCAT's
specific
causing
reasons
periods.
are still unclear.
We know
The test
that
stress.
there are effects of early menarche on your breast cancer risk. There's effects of early menarche on your cardiovascular metabolic risk. And so, when you then sort of go forward in life and think about some of the health disparities that exist between people of color and Caucasians in breast cancer outcome, in heart attack, right? So all of this kind of, right, like it's a thing that happens here that probably can further split the divide later on in life.
She says there is no direct answer about how to prevent periods from starting earlier, and many.
Do Black people have period privilege?
Yeah, I was gonna. Something doesn't seem right.
It's ridiculous to turn this topic
Political.
racist.
Is
Are you
it
freaking
period
serious?
privilege?
Genetics
Yeah.
are. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Come on, that was a good one.
No, that was
A lot of studies do that, and it just really baffles me. Like,
Oh yes,
why?
I know.
Just keep it to this. The genetic aspect is one thing, but then when you take that and you use it to weaponize a very polarizing topic, you're just doing the society a disservice and forcing people to think, it's a divide.
It's called radicalization. Is what it's called. They're trying to radicalize people.
The kid knows things.
Yeah.
Joe Quinters, don't tell me how to freed him. Ramen for life.
Ramen for life. True.
Justin Nichols, see, periods are racist, targeting minorities. Hey, he started it, okay? John Doe, my doctor said if you want to eat healthy, avoid the middle aisles of the store and shop outside the aisles where the produce and meats are. I've heard that too.
True.
That is totally how they lay it out,
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
I didn't even think about that.
It is the outskirts.
It's like a conveyor belt.
Yeah. Yeah, everything else in the middle is just crap.
Interesting. But, it's also funny. They're like saying that there's no real reason or thing that you can do. They never mention lifestyle changes, nutrition changes. Come on, let's actually give them practical things that they can do. But they don't want to do that because if they have the problems, we can medicate them. We can get them on birth control
The cycle.
quicker.
Yep.
Because if they have periods quicker, they're
up,
going to need
KG?
birth control sooner. And now we're going to put money in the pockets of the birth control and all of the tampon, all of those
Yeah.
companies as well. So they probably want the periods to happen sooner.
Have you ever, Ethan? Have you ever had a nosebleed and put a tampon up there to stop the bleeding?
No, but
That's a thing.
the thing.
That's
Yeah.
a thing. Yep.
Wow.
Works like a charm.
Did you slap your doctor after they said that? All right, back to the story.
This advice is easier said than done, but she says just try to make sure your child feels loved, supported, and safe no matter their environment. Neil.
You know what I should have done? I should have woke up earlier. I should have thrown this into the video editing and had red drops dripping as she's doing this.
No!
I should have done
No,
that.
you should not have done that.
Do you know what I mean? Just in sound effects, bloop.
Oh my gosh,
Bloop.
it's so gross.
And then I could make the effects where it's forming this like red river, and then I would have had Moses part it.
So what's the next slide? Next topic?
That would have been bad if I did that part.
You get canceled.
Yeah, that would have been uncalled for.
I carry them in my first aid kit too.
Yeah, Van Canuto. Yeah, we carried tampons in our first aid kits in the Army. Yeah. John Doe. No, my doctor also said if you weigh too much, the angels won't be able to carry you to heaven.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Not even the angels can do that.
Oh, I love that doctor. Dr. Vinny Gubats. So there you go. Watch out if you're a young lady or identify as a young lady.
No comment.
Yeah, you don't get periods. Sorry.
Oh, so you can't relate.
Yeah. Oh, I'm such a victim. I can't relate to having a period.
But I can pretend like I do.
Chris Early, believe it or not, but tampons were created to stop gunshot wounds during World War II.
Oh, that makes sense
That's
too. Go
cool.
right in the holes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, the string, pull it out, blood all over it.
Gotta make more money though,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because we can't shoot people as much.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you ladies use before? And I hate to be on this topic, but I'm just curious.
It was pads.
Sponges.
Yeah, sponges. You use sponges?
No, not
Brillo pads.
pads existed
That was a good
in
one.
my day.
Yeah.
But before that, they would literally use rags. Like, I don't know if you ever heard the term "I'm on the rag."
So that's
Yeah.
where
They would
okay.
actually literally like use rags to soak it up, and
like rags to riches. Yeah.
Ugh.
Blech.
True.
they trade the. Never mind.
Go on.
They sell them on the black market.
Why?
Rags to riches.
Who would
You-
buy used rags on
Okay,
the market?
I can tell you in Japan they have vending machines with skid mark underwear of women, and you could just pick the vending machine one you want. Like if people are buying that, people are buying.
You're not
this.
allowed to travel anymore.
Yeah.
Had you not seen those?
No.
It is for real. It's gross, but it's for real.
That's insane.
I know.
They use ShamWow, says John Doe.
Oh my gosh.
Japan's pretty interesting, but that's mind-boggling. That's crazy.
I don't mean to brag, but I still fit in the same size socks from high school. Yeah. Joke winners. Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep the conversation coming, including period jokes. Super absorbent towel.